The scene is set, a quiet, affluent London street where secrets bloom as lushly as the gardens. Alicia Berenson, a rising painter, lived here with her husband Gabriel, a successful fashion photographer. To outsiders, they were the perfect couple. Beautiful, talented, enviable. Their home was a gallery of curated happiness, every detail meticulously arranged. Friends admired their effortless charm at dinner parties, but beneath the surface, cracks formed. Alicia painted in her garden studio, The Grove, a sanctuary for her turmoil. Critics praised her art for its raw honesty, never realizing her paintings were confessions, not just expressions. Her latest work, a self-portrait titled Alcestis, hinted at sacrifice and silent suffering. The world saw a flawless marriage and a brilliant career. But look closer. The truth was hidden in the layers, waiting to be revealed. The final days seemed ordinary. Dinners, laughter, routine. Gabriel prepared for a big shoot. Alicia worked on Alcestis. The choice of subject was telling. A woman who returns from death, forever changed and silent. The Berensons' life was a masterpiece of deception. Their love story comforted the city, but the real story was far darker. Alicia's art was a diary, a desperate cry for help. The clues were always there, in plain sight. The world admired the finished painting. I see the erased lines, the hidden layers. The perfect picture was never real. The stage was set for tragedy. The illusion shattered on a late August night. Neighbors heard 5 gunshots. Police arrived to find Gabriel dead, tied to a chair, Alicia standing beside him, bloodied and silent. The perfect life was destroyed in an instant. From that moment, Alicia never spoke again. Not to police, lawyers, or anyone. Her silence became her only statement. The press spun wild theories: mad artist, scorned wife, femme fatale. The only clue Alicia left was a self-portrait painted in the hospital signed Alcestis. The painting became her final testament, a puzzle no one could solve. The trial was a spectacle, Alicia a ghostly presence. Deemed unfit for prison, she was sent to a psychiatric unit, The Grove. The name echoed her lost sanctuary. Alicia became a living enigma, her silence haunting the public imagination. The world moved on, but the question of Alicia Berenson lingered. The silence had begun. The Grove was a fortress for broken minds. Alicia haunted its halls, silent and compliant, unnerving staff and patients alike. For 6 years she spoke not a word, her case file thick with failed therapies. She was infamous, the silent killer artist. New therapists tried and failed to reach her. Then came Theo Faber, a forensic psychotherapist obsessed with her case. He joined the Grove, determined to break her silence. Staff doubted him, but Theo was relentless. He believed Alicia's silence was a message, not a void. He was convinced only he could decipher it. Theo's arrival set the stage for a new game. The system was stagnant, until now. The game was afoot. Theo approached Alicia's mind like an archaeologist, digging for buried truths. He didn't force her to speak, he listened to her silence. Day after day, he sat with her, watching for any sign of a crack in her defenses. To understand Alicia, he investigated her past, her family, her friends, her art. He uncovered a troubled childhood and a marriage built on fragile ground. Theo's methods were unorthodox, sometimes crossing ethical lines. He studied her paintings as evidence, searching for the key to her silence. He believed the answer lay in the days before the murder. Something catastrophic had silenced her. Piece by piece, he built a portrait of a woman haunted by trauma and betrayal. Gabriel's secret surfaced: infidelities, lies. The gunshots were the end, not the beginning. Theo was closing in on the truth. Theo uncovered Gabriel's affair, but the other woman's identity eluded him. He became obsessed, his professional detachment slipping away. Alicia finally responded, not with words but by giving Theo her diary. The diary revealed her love, her fears, and a shadowy stalker watching her. Was Alicia a killer or a victim? The diary ended before the murder, a cliffhanger. Theo used its contents to reach her, and at last Alicia spoke. She told of a masked man, Gabriel's betrayal, and her own heartbreak. As Theo pieced together her story, his own secret surfaced. His marriage was crumbling, his obsession growing. Parallels between his life and Alicia's became disturbing. Theo was not just an observer, he was part of the story. He was hiding something. The lines between therapist and patient blurred. The truth was closing in. The final revelation is devastating. The masked intruder was Theo himself. His wife was Gabriel's lover. In a fit of rage, Theo confronted Gabriel, forcing him to choose between his life and Alicia's. Gabriel chose himself, telling Theo to kill Alicia. This betrayal shattered Alicia. After Theo left, Alicia shot Gabriel. Her silence was born from trauma, the sound of her own life being discarded. Theo's therapy was a desperate attempt to hide his guilt. He needed Alicia to speak, to control the narrative. But Alicia wrote the truth in her diary and gave it to a friend. Realizing his secret was out, Theo silenced her with a lethal overdose, staging it as suicide. But the truth escaped. Gabriel lost his life, Alicia her freedom and then her life, and Theo his soul. The silence was finally broken, but it brought only ruin. Some truths destroy everyone they touch.